Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I am Lisa Sherman, and welcome to Bar. If you're new to this class, welcome. If you have been coming to this class for a while, that's great. Awesome. Just want you guys to know, it's really important, starting next week, this class will be at 10 o'clock in the morning instead of 10:30, okay? We got lots to do. Make sure, if you are new to this class, that you have something to hold on to. It's in the description of the class on the Jersey Strong website. Make sure you have some water, a mat, possibly something to put under your head, but it's not, you don't have to. Wear shoes or don't wear shoes, whatever. Let's go. Okay. All right, we're starting on the floor. Here we go. Okay, knees relaxed, nice straight back. Big breath in and breathe out, rolling down. Let's see if I hit the pillow. I did. All right. Knees relaxed, they are flexed. I use this pillow under my head, which helps to align my neck in a much better position to do these exercises. We're going to start on our toes. My knees are about hip width apart, high on my toes, shoulders down, every vertebrae on the mat. I'm going to lift up my hips. I'm going to take my shoulders and I'm going to squishy them down so I kind of get closer to my ankles. Now this is the first exercise. This is just our warm-up. So my spine is not as flexible right now. I have to warm up that core. Now, when you lift up and you hold, have your hands underneath to give you a little bit more height. You'll feel the stretch in your quad and you'll feel the contraction under your glute. I'm going to hold this position and drop down, up and down. This is just the warm-up. So, these are our hip extensions in a supine position, which means head facing up. Now with this, on the way up, I'm really pressing into the balls of my feet. On the way down, I'm making sure I'm moving with my belly button towards my spine. So I have a few things working here before we even really get started. 8 more. 8. So as I'm pushing up, I'm gripping my butt. As I'm coming down, I'm gripping my butt and I'm pressing my belly button towards my spine. 2 more. This is 1. Hold on 2. Hold the position. Reestablish anything you need to change to make the exercise more functional. Small movements, down and up, a little bit down and up. So now the range of motion is a lot less. I'm high on those toes, and this small range of motion can sometimes be an illusion of intensity. Well, you're not allowing as much oxygenated blood into the muscles, so it's going to fatigue quickly. Small movements, down a little, up a little. Now on the way up, I'm going to open my hips just a little bit. And I'm going to start to feel it on those external rotators, it's my hip and my butt, but it is external rotation. So the movement is small, still applying everything I need to, gripping my cheeks on the way up, and even though I'm moving just a little bit downward, I have that belly button really tucked and compressed and really engaged towards my spine, so the core is working. 2 more, and 1, hold on 2. Now I'm going to double up this movement. My legs are open and they're staying there. Staying there. It's just very small movement on the way up. Up. Emphasis up. This is just the warm-up. 8 more. 8. Good morning. All right. Now I'm going to add little tiny rotations. Double time, up, up, up. 8 more. 8. Now this whole time I'm doing this, My belly button and my spine are really concentrated. They're contracted. They're stable, so I can do this movement. You're going to hold on the count of 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Now I'm going to take my thighs in, squeeze in. I'm still elevated. Squeeze in, working the adductors, inner thighs. Oh yeah. Double, 8. Just the legs. Just the legs. Touch, in. More in than out. We've already done the external rotators. Adding a little bit of a tuck. 8, 7. Push off the balls of the feet. Oh yeah. 8 more. 8, 7, 6. Last. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Bring your hips down. Give yourself a little bit of a hug. Now take your feet, roll your feet around because you will feel that in your ankles. Other way. Nice job, everybody. All right, we're going to add something that we haven't done. At least perhaps I haven't done with you. Bring your legs up, turn your thighs out. Now I'm going to bend my knees. Now I'm going to kind of squishy, I use that word a lot, I'm going to kind of figure out a better position for myself. Now I want you to pretend that you have a cast on your thigh. So you can't really change your knee extent. I lied. Take that away, that's the next exercise. Hold the legs in a diamond. Good morning. We're going to concentrate on our inner thighs. I'm going to take my whole leg from the hip and I'm going to bring it towards myself. And I'm going to squeeze my heels all the way up. On the way down, I'm going to bend my knees slightly, bring my thighs towards my chest, squeeze for 2. Bring it down. Now I'm using my hands to help me. That's going to help you with a visual. Squeeze on the way up. Bend your knees and bring your thighs down. I don't want to see this, understand? Bring the whole leg towards you. Now squeeze on the way up. Bring the legs towards you. Now squeeze on the way up. Bring the legs towards you. Squeeze up. Now I'm going to double this up. It's 8, 7. Now I am squeezing my heels together. My inner thighs are really activated. 7, 6, push. And your thighs are turned out, so it's like a diamond. My arms are simulating. 8, and 7, and squeeze. 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 And last 4, 3, 2, put the leg down towards you, and the leg furthest from you has full range of motion. Lift and kick. Now, if we were standing up, this would be a Batman kick. 2 more, full range. 1, hold on 2. Hold behind the calf or the hamstring, not the knee. Give yourself a little bit of a tug. Pointed foot. Now I want you to flex and point. Let's go. And flex. Point. Flex. Be kind to your feet, always. They're holding you up. Again, flex. Flex and point. Good. Now you're going to keep the point. I'm going to move my pillow purposely back. My hands are behind my head. My head is resting on my arms, and I'm going to bring my sternum towards my belly button. There it is. My leg closest to you is hovering on the ground. Now I'm able to keep my spine on the ground. If you cannot keep your spine on the ground, then have this leg higher. Understood? Anyway, the exercise is taking that leg up and down to your level. On the way up, I curl a little bit closer. I curl. But see how I'm keeping all of this open? In other words, I'm not dropping my chin. I'm not doing a chin up. I'm bringing my chest to my thighs. Breathe out. Good. 2 more. 1 more. Hold it here. Bend the knees. My knees are in a 90 degree. They're not here. They are 90 degree. Here's the exercise. I'm going to take my thighs. This is what I want you to think, that you have a cast on your knees. You can only move from the hips. You can only move from the hips, not the knees. My shoulders are off. I'm curling up on 1. Bring my whole leg down on 2. Bring my chest towards my thighs on 3. Head down on 4. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, slowly curl. Reach down. Keep your spine flat on the ground. Curl more. And down again. Up for 2. Reach forward. Curl in. Shoulders down. I wish I had so much more time with you guys to do so many more things. But you can, kind of dissect these exercises and do whatever you need to do on your own time. Curl up for 2. Slowly touch, curl, deeper, and down. 1 more time. Up for 2. Down for 2. Curl in and put the head down. Now I'm going to change my feet like this. Let's get it right, huh? And down. Up. Butt my kick. And loosen up those hips. It's just the warm-up. Last. 4. 3. 2 more. Hold the leg up. Give it a nice little hug. Now flex and point. Flex and point. And flex and point. And 4. 3. 2 more. Hold on 1. Take the other leg. Now I'm going to hover mine. I'm able to have my leg pretty close to the ground. You do whatever you have to do. I'm going to move my headpiece. I'm going to bring my shoulders towards my thigh and bring that other leg up. And my shoulders aren't doing anything just yet. Now I'm going to bring them towards that working thigh. And good. As long as your spine is on the ground, as long as your spine is on the ground. 2 more. 1 more. Hold it up, bend the knees, second set. Let's go. It's up for 2. Touch the ground. Curl up deeply, 90 degree. Up for 2. Touch the ground. Now as you touch that ground, keep your spine on the ground. Up for 2. Lengthen. Curl. Deep. Shoulders back. Again, up for 2. Touch the floor. Curl. Ooh, yeah. That's right. Again, 2 more. Then we're up for the bar. Curl deep. Shoulders down. Last time. Up for 2. Roll those legs. Curl that spine and head back. And give yourself a hug. Side to side. Hands behind your thighs. Rock and roll. Sitting up. Let's go. Stand up to whatever your anchor is. My anchor is a bar. As long as your anchor is stable, that's fine. Let me change the camera. I may have to rearrange this a few times. Just give me a second to figure that out. All right. Okay. Yes, I think we did it. All right. Now, I'm going to start with my feet in front. Really important. They've got to be in front of your hips to do the seated chair correctly. And it would help if I had this set up correctly. There you go. All right, guys and gals. Elbows in, shoulders over hips. Let's do it slowly. Squeeze on 1. Now I mean everything. Lift and squeeze. Thighs are together. I'm coming down to straight arms. See see that my knees are in line with my ankles. And my hips, I'm not tucked, I'm not hyperextended. I'm in a full 90 here, 90 degrees. I'm gonna squeeze really tight. I'm gonna push down on my heels and only bend my elbows. And come up about 3/4. The counts are 1, 2, press down on the heels, bend the elbows only. There you go. Slowly squeeze on 1, drop on 2. Press down on the heels, bend the elbows. To the rhythm, squeeze, drop, squeeze, lift. Squeeze, drop, squeeze. Now the reason I'm so crazy about this, the cueing here, is that I don't want to see you dip, all right? Squeeze, drop, press down, bend the elbows, only squeeze, drop, press, lift, squeeze, drop, press, lift, squeeze, drop, press, lift. All right, let's keep going. Squeeze, drop, bend the elbows. Now you're getting into it. Now you understand. Sometimes it takes a few tries. 4 more, everybody. 4. Good. 3. Breathe in, breathe out. 2. 1 more and stay. From here, drop down a little, up a little, down a little, up a little, down a little, up a little, down a little, up a little. And 8, 7, 6. Putting pressure on my heels. Push off the heels. Push off the heels. Push off the heels. Last. 4, 3, 2, hold. And stay. Stay. Isometric contraction. Bend the elbows. Come up. Shake everything out. Very nice. Concentrating, that was on quad, hamstring, trunk stabilization. All right. Now my feet are under my hips, under my shoulders. For now, just give me a releve. Just give me a releve. Onto the toes. Now you can fake this. You know, you can just go onto your toes and fake it. Or you could really press down to come up and squeeze your inner thighs together and elevate your core. Elevate. 4 more times. 4, 3, 2 more, and 1. Now I'm going to take the foot closest to you and I'm going to press it down into my mat and I'm going to lean back and bend both knees. And that's really going to stretch that front part of your foot. Feels wonderful. All right, I'm going to do the same thing with the other foot. I'm going to take that foot and I'm going to put my toes down. I'm going to bend both knees and I'm going to put pressure straight down on the front of that foot to stretch all the metatarsals. All right, here we go. Next section is going to be a squat and then a lunge. So I need you to make sure that you have those 2 positions and the room needed. I'm going to start on a releve because that's where we're going to end. Legs are together. Heels down, squat. Ribs held, make pretend you have an imaginary mirror underneath you, okay? Looking up. Now I'm thinking my shoulders are in line with my knees. Now I'm going to take the leg closest to you and I'm going to shoot it back. Now straight arms, shoulders over hips, front knee in line with the ankle. And I'm going to press down, down. Now come up to a releve. Here we go. Squat for 2, lunge, press down and releve, and squat for 2, and you lunge, straight down, releve, and squat for 2, lunge, straight arms, chest up, releve, and squat for 2, lunge. Now, come together, releve, squat for 2, lunge, chest up, releve, and squat for 2, lunge, straight down, don't let this knee go forward, squat for 2, lunge, knee in line with the ankle, 2 more, squat for 2, lunge, releve, and squat for 2, lunge. Now releve. Now just relax. We're gonna come back. I'm gonna face you. You can still face your anchor. Turn out your feet. Turn out your hips. I want you to plie. Now when you plie, I want you to melt into your heels. Now if I turn this way, you come straight down. A lot of my students, for some reason, they want to bring that booty out. Don't do that. Not in this. Plie, releve, squeeze together, and heels down. Now I'm going to face you. Plie slowly, releve, lift up, and heels together. One more time, slow. Releve, squeeze your inner thighs together and down to the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can place your hands right on your rib cage. That'll help you engage your trunk. 2, 3, 4. Now on count of 2, I'm dropping down, squeezing up, and when you start the plie, you melt, then drop. Now squeeze. Now when you squeeze that butt cheek. Yeah, the muscles right underneath your cheeks. Again, plie, squeeze, 2 more, plie, releve, squeeze, 1 more, and great. I'm gonna turn and face this bar, and we're gonna do the same exercise other leg. I squat for 2, shoot my leg back at my positioning. I know from there I'm going to come up to a releve. I'm going to put my heels down. Elbows in, here we go. Squat for 2, lunge, straight down. Releve, and squat for 2, lunge. Same principles apply. Knees in line with ankles, shoulders over hips. Drop straight down, watch that knee. Releve, and squat for 2, lunge, down, 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 up, down for 2. Here you go, lunge. Now really push up and squat, lunge, straight down, and squat for 2, lunge. Come together and sit on your heels. Knee in line with the ankle. And squat for 2. Lunge, chest up. Releve, squat for 2. Lunge, straight arms. And squat for 2. Lunge, straight down. Come together, squat for 2, lunge. Come together, releve. 2 more, squat for 2, lunge, straight down. Come together, pull up, last time, down for 2, squat. And come together, and round over. Big breath. Breathe out, roll up, shake it out. Good time to get a glass of water. Sip of water. Okay. We're now going to do the combo. we're going to put the seated chair, the squats together with a releve. Let's go through the positioning, so it's really important. So my feet are going to be, again, a little forward of my hips. Little forward of my hips. That gives me a chance to, when I sit down, have that correct angle and positioning, knee in line with ankle. All right. So my thighs are together, elbows in. The second I put my elbows in, I took my belly button and I brought it towards my spine. Brought it to the spine. So I'm one piece. Okay. Onto the toes. Hold this position. Now, I'm going to put the heels down. I lied. On my toes. Good morning. I'm going to sit into a squat. I'm high on my toes. Elbows in. The next position, I'm in that seated chair. Heels are high. I bend my elbows and I bring my butt back. Knees in line with the ankles, still on my toes. I come back to that chair, still on my toes. Bend the elbows only, butt back. Straight up and down. Let's go. Up for 2. Squat for 2. Chair for 2. Bend the elbows, butt back. Bend the elbows, straight arms. Butt back, straight up. And I think I screwed that one up. Up for 2. Squat for 2. Chair for 2. Squat for 2. Chair for 2. Squat for 2. Straight up. Bring it down. Do it again. Up for 2. Squat. Stay close. Chair. Straight arms. Bend the elbows. Squat. Chair. Straight arms. Bend the elbows. Squat. Straight up. Bring it down. Do it again. Up for 2. Squat. Chair. Squat. This is all about precision. Chair. Squat. Straight up. Bring it down. Do it again. Up for 2. Squat. Chair. Squat. Chair. Squat. Straight up and down. Do it again. Up for 2. Squat. Chair. Squat. Chair. Squat. Straight up and down. Last time. Up for 2. Squat for 2. Chair. Make it perfect. Squat. Chair. Squat. Straight up and bring it down. Shake it out. Great job. So that pretty much put exercise 1, exercise 2, exercise 3 together. That is the combo. Stretch out the front of your feet. Nice. Nice job. Okay. So what we're going to do now is that we're going to do an entire hip combination. Now, my advice to you, you should be facing your anchor. I am not going to face the anchor so that you can see what I'm doing, but it's best that you face your anchor. All right. For this first exercise, or let's at least talk about the hips. Even though this leg is going to be going out and abducting, this hip is getting getting quite a workout because it's stabilizing your entire body, your pelvis. So I'm going to move back to a little bit better angle. Parallel. Now, my elbows are relaxed, my shoulders are relaxed. And I'm going to come a little bit closer to the bar, and I'm going to bring this leg out to the side, and I'm going to hold. Now, you want to test yourself. Could you let go, whoops, and stay? That was a really bad example because I almost fell over. Anyway, doesn't matter. Hips are square. Knees are facing you. This is called abduction, away from the midline. Now, what I find that people do, you're still holding that, people tend to sit in that standing hip. I don't want you to do that. In fact, I'm going to move this squishy mat. I have better flexion if I'm on that. I can really feel the floor. Here we go. Much better. So I'm going to hold this position. Again, now, could you let go and still stand? That's the question. You don't have to have height, but I don't want you to sit. Hold this position. Good. You can have your hands here right on your ribs to engage. From here, up a little, down a little. Really basic. Stay with that. Stay with that. Stay with that. Now, listen. Your inner thigh on the standing leg is really working. You're pulling up and in. Your hip here is stabilizing. Don't let it shift. You're still doing your abductions, all right? I'm pushing down on the heel of my standing leg, which is going to help to activate the standing leg. Let's go. 8 more. Good. Last. 4, 3, 2 more. Now you're going to hold here. Hold. 2, 3. Little release. Hold. Now I'm pulling away from the bar. In other words, if I let go, I'd probably fall this way. So whatever you're holding on to, you're facing inward. I mean, you can face the same way I am. I don't know what you're holding on to. So if you're here, I want you to lean towards the working leg. Yeah, lean towards the working leg. Now pulse. 3, 2, 1. Little release. 3, lean towards the working leg. 3, 2, 1. Good. Now keep on going. You should be feeling this all the way up your standing thigh. Try not to dip. Try to keep your ribs high. Ribs high. If you start to get really tired, 3, 2, press down on that standing heel. 2 more. Up, 2, 3, and again. Good. Now you're going to do 1 count out and in. Full range. Full range. Now really lean towards that standing leg. Really lean towards that working leg. It's been a tough week for me this week, you guys. So I thank all of you for your condolence messages. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to dedicate this class to my mama. How's that? How's that? Nice job. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and hold. Now, whatever you're doing, whatever you're holding on to, just sit your hips back. If you're facing this way, you're going to use the other leg now. I'm going to spin around. You're not going to see my face. I'm standing straight. Hand is on the bar or whatever you're holding on to. We're taking that leg that we just used and I'm bringing that out. You're going to hold that position. Now listen. You're holding that leg out. Stay there. Push down on the heel of your standing leg. Take your weight towards that working leg. And you're going to feel it's tired because it just did all that work, that shortening. Right now, you're isometrically holding that position. Good. And up a little, down a little. Up a little, down a little. Now I'm really leaning towards that working leg. If I let go, I'd fall that way. I'd fall that way. Again, up. And your hand, place it on your ribs. It'll help you engage your rib cage. Yep. 8 more. Really push down on your standing heel. If you're facing this way, you should simply be like this. The leg away from you. Yes? Now hold for 3, 2, 1. End. 3, 2, 1. End. 3, 2, 1. Keep going. 3, my arm is the leg. I don't like being away from you too long. 3, 2, 1. And again. Now we change it. 3 pulses. I'll just go this way. 2, 3. You can't see the leg that's working, but at least you know what I'm doing. And it's 3, 2, 1. I'll face the way that I was in the beginning. And again, 3, 2, 1. And again, 3, 2. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Put pressure on the heel of the standing leg. Take your weight towards the working side. Take your weight towards the working side. This way. Good. 1 count. 1. Full range. 1. Full range. 1. Like a karate chop. It's a rhythm. Out. 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 Keep going. 8 more. 7. Then we change sides again. 6 more. 5 more. 4. 3. 2. And hold for 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're facing this way, you're going to go to the original side. I'm going to face this way so that you can see what we're doing. Next section. This is what I call the square. We're still in a parallel. Original side, shoulders relaxed. The leg is going to go out. The leg is going to go straight back. The leg is going to go in, and then the leg is going to start right next to my standing leg. So it's 1, 2, squeeze, 3, 4, squeeze together, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go. 1, 2, squeeze back. Squeeze in. Now, most important, don't sit in that standing hip. When you squeeze in, tendency is to want to collapse. Can't do that. Out for 2. Straight back. Let the leg do the work. Neutral. Now, I find when I bring that leg in, I kind of come a little bit forward so I have somewhere to go. 1, 2, squeeze. Back, almost hit the wall, squeeze in, then neutral, sorry, and out for 2, straight back, squeeze in, stand up tall on that standing leg, to the rhythm, up, back, squeeze, neutral, go, up, back, squeeze, neutral, up, back, squeeze, neutral, up, back, squeeze, neutral, up, back, squeeze, neutral, up, straight back. I come a little bit forward, then neutral, up, back, squeeze, neutral, up, back, squeeze, neutral. Again, if I let go of my arm, I fall. That's how much I'm going towards the working leg. If you're here, it looks like this. Out, back, squeeze, neutral, out, back, squeeze, neutral, out, back, squeeze, neutral, up, back, squeeze, neutral, up, back, squeeze, neutral. 2 more. Squeeze, and again, back, squeeze, other side, out, back, squeeze, neutral. So I'm on the other leg now, looks like this from the back, out, back, squeeze, neutral. Standing tall on your standing leg. You know what I tell people? Keep going. You're going out, back, squeeze, neutral. It's like you're pulling up stockings on that standing leg. So you're really, really, really high on that standing leg. Out, back, squeeze, neutral. Out, back, squeeze, neutral. Out, back, squeeze, neutral. 1, 2, come a little forward on that count of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's out, back, squeeze, neutral. Out, back, squeeze, neutral. Out, back, squeeze, neutral. Out, back, squeeze, neutral. Out, back, squeeze. 2 more times. Out, back, squeeze, neutral. Great job. Now let's go to the original side. This has to do with passe. That's what that word means. Toe to the knee. Now, watching me on this side, you should be definitely facing in for this. Face in. I'm going to show you facing out. Move back a little bit. With this position, this is the hardest one. Count of 1, knee turned out, thigh turned out. The count of 2, this thigh goes to my knee. Rotate out, rotate in. Rotate out, in. Rotate out and bring it down. Let's go. 1, 2. Don't sit in the standing thigh. Keep those hips square. It's really hard. Turn it out, turn it in, turn it out, toe ball heel down. To the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Working inner thigh, outer thigh, glute. Hips are square. 1, 2, 3. Keep those hips square. And again, go up, rotate in, rotate out, rotate in, rotate out, rotate in, out. Do it again. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more times. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last time. Up. 2. Keep on going. 3, 4, 5, 6. Other side. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One side's always going to be better than the other. Up. Rotate in. Keep those hips square. 5, 6. What I don't want is this. 1, 2. I don't want to see typewriter hips. Rotate out. Bring it down. Up. 2. Make the leg do the work. I'm going to face in now so I can talk to you. 1. Rotate in. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Toe ball heel. Lift. Rotate in. Out. In. Out. In. Rotate again. Lift. High on that standing leg. Trunk is engaged. Toe is high on that knee. Lift up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last time. And up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll back. Good job, everybody. Roll up. Okay, now it is time to start with our arabesques and other rotations. Take a sip of water if you need it. Okay, now I'm going to go a little bit further back from the bar or your anchor, whatever it is. Hands on the bar. So my feet are away, they're back. I'm going to go onto a releve. I'm going to keep that releve. I'm going to take this leg and arabesque. Let's go. Now, I don't care about your height. Doesn't matter. Now I'm going to put my heel down. I'm trying to keep my shoulders square. Therefore, I try to take the leg, the arm, closest to you, and I'm bringing it towards you. I'm going to hold this position. I'm going to bend my front knee. As I bend my front knee, I suck my ribs up and my leg goes higher. Then I straighten my knee, but I keep my leg up there. That's the hard part. Here we go. It's out for 2, up for 2, out for 2. So I'm pulling away from the bar now. pulling back, lifting the thigh, bending the front knee. Breathing out, breathing out. Good. To the rhythm. It's 8, 7, lift, lift, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side, onto the toes. Lift that leg. Arabesque. Try to keep your shoulders square. Put the front heel down. Front leg only, knee flexes. As it flexes, I bring my hands closer to where the width of my shoulders are. I'm pulling away from my bar or my anchor. I'm pulling my ribs up from the floor to the rhythm. 8, 7. Sink into your front leg. Into your front leg. As I elevate the leg furthest from you, 4 more. Point that foot. 3, 2, bring the legs together. Now my feet are in a first position. First position. Similar exercise, more hip extension. But I'm going to add a passe, this leg. And I'm going to passe. I'm going to go into an arabesque. And again, I'm doing those extensions, sitting into my front leg. 4, 3, 2, bring the leg down. I'm going to releve passe, arabesque, bend and press, bend and extend, hold, and together. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, together. Releve passe, extend, arabesque, lift, together. 1, 2, arabesque, extend, and again. Releve passe, arabesque, lean into that front leg. 2 more, up for 2. Heel down on your standing leg now. Good, and again, up for 2. And we're going to change legs. Let's go. Releve, arabesque. Sit into your front leg and extend that back hip. And lift for 2. Arabesque. Pull away from the bar as you lift your core. Up for 2. Arabesque. Sit in that front leg. Lift together. And up for 2. Out for 2. You're doing great. Again. Scoop up. Sit in that front thigh. Elevate. Pull your ribs up and in. Away from the floor. And out for 2. Drop back. 2 more. Out for 2. Sit and plie as you bring that leg together. And last time. Arabesque. Sit back and come together. Beautiful. Parallel and roll down. Roll up. Shake it out. Get a sip of water. Okay, now we're going to get into the attitude. And remember that attitude, that elbow and that foot, this was your foot, the knee and the foot, have to be in line. Careful of that dip or drop. Dip or drop, we don't want to do that. Now, I'm going to use the leg closest to you. Shoulders down, passe. Passe, hold. I'm going to bend my front knee. I'm going to try to get my shoulders square. And I'm lifting this back leg, back thigh up. I'm holding. Holding. The further away from the bar, the more core work you're doing. Hold the position. Place your arms or hands any way you want to. Now I'm going to bend that front knee, kind of similar to what we just did. So I'm keeping my back leg stable in position, but I'm extending my hip, sitting in my front thigh. I'm going to now circle. Circle the leg away from me while trying to keep it level. Keep going. So that front leg is flexing and your elevated leg is going up and around, away from your screen, all right? And you're dropping, so your front leg is dropping as your leg is elevating. So your hip has to really stabilize. 8, 7, 6 more, 5 more, 4, 3, 2, hold on, 1, just that back leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, bring it down. Oh yeah. Roll up. We're going to go on to the second side. I wish I had so much time with you guys. I wish I did. We're trying to get it all in an hour. All right. Big breath. Passe your other thigh. Passe. Find your position. Now I find in this position, you're going to find one side's different than the other. I have to stand back a little bit more because I have more flexibility in my right hip. Now from here, bend that front knee, pull away from the bar. As you do it, I lift my back thigh. Let's go. 8. Focus. Try to keep going. Try to keep that foot and that knee in the same line as you lift. You're pulling away, yeah? Now I'm going to do a circle. Up and around, up and around. Now people always ask me, keep going. Which way is the leg turn, you know? Always go towards your midline. Always go towards your midline. So the leg, your foot is trying to get to the other side. That's the way you go. Let's go, everybody. 8 more. Nice circles. Hold your ribs up away from the floor. Remember that imaginary mirror is looking up at you? Yeah? Now just the back leg. 8, 7. Lift in one piece. Lift in one piece. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll back. Roll up. Okay, so now what I want to do is finish off pretty much with wide second position. We have done quads, hamstring, glute, inner thigh, outer thigh, core stabilization. We will have some time to get, oh, maybe not. We'll see what happens. We may or may not get arms in today. Let's see what happens. Now, my legs, I can see better. My legs are they're a little wider than my hips. My position, everybody's different. The count of 1, I want you like to pop right up on those toes. The count of 2, your heels are high, arms are straight. The count of 3, my heels are down and coming down deeper. And I'm squeezing up. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, deeper, 5, 6, squeeze together, 7, 8. Up for 2, heels high, open wide. Heels down, wider, squeeze in. Up for 2. Keep those heels high, heels down, deep plie, squeeze to the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, 1, 2, heels high, heels down. Good. Now, the whole time, notice my elbows aren't really changing. I'm not falling in, you know. Try to keep a straight line. Drop from there, drop from there. Good. Up, bend, heels down, squeeze, releve, flex, heels down, squeeze, releve, flex, heels down, and releve, flex, heels down. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, hold on, 3. Now push up a little, down, up a little, down. My heels are down. Keep going. On the way up. Keep going. On the way up and down. On the way down, I'm really opening my thighs wide. So I'm pushing off my heels, opening my thighs. Push off the heels, now open the thighs. Off the heels, open the thighs. Off the heels, open the thighs. 8, 7, keep going. Open, heels, then open the thighs. Push down, then open the thighs. Push down, then open the thighs. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and think 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and squeeze up and roll back. Oh. Okay, we do have a few minutes left. Okay, who's there? Oh, my girlfriend, Lisa. Hi, baby. Beautiful lady. Okay, so with the arms, grab some light hands or nothing at all. I have light weights, 1 to 3 pounds, nothing more than that, okay? We did a lot of legs today, a lot. Now with this, again, working for some maximal endurance, tone, lean muscle body tissue. With these weights, have them hang right in front of you, shoulders down. Give me 4 anterior flexion. We're going to bring this to the side, here. Nice. We're going to do one of each, please. Forward, now side. Feet are parallel, ribs are engaged. Keep going. You don't need to go higher than your shoulder, please. Keep going. You're going to see a change. I've been doing this every week because it's an all-in-one. That's why I like doing this. Join me, please. Elbows up. I call this the wing, working upper and middle trapezius. As I lift up, my ribs are engaging in, yeah? Good. Keep going. From here, because I'm just working against time here, guys. Rotation. Rotation. My elbows go in as I rotate out. Putting it together. Forward. Now side. Give me a wing. Give me a rotation. Elbows in as the arms go out. Anterior, medial, wing, trapezius, and rotator cuff work. Parallel feet, bring them together because we're going to be going into a squat. One more time. No, I lied. Keep this going as I talk to you. So, any questions or concerns? vocalfit46@gmail.com. Yeah? From here. All right. Give me a bicep curl and give me a squat. Sit back. Now, notice I'm not doing a full recovery here. Not doing a full recovery. Hold on the count of 1. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go deeper. Do that again. Squat. Shoulder extension. Sit down deep. Whole thing. Anterior. Side. Wings. Rotation. Good. Squat. Bicep curl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get real deep. Let's go. Anterior. Now medial. Now wings. Now rotation. Squat. Shoulder extension. Sit down, one tricep back and forward. Side. Wings. Rotation, we've got a minute and a half. And bicep extension. I'll turn this way. Sit down deeper. Give me one strong extension of a tricep. Good. So we're getting it all. As far as stretching, bicep, you're going to, it's best you do this on your own time because we've spent the whole time working. You know what to do with stretching. Any questions? Reach out to me. I can do whatever you need to help you. But I want to take this whole time so that you work. There are lots of stretching teachers that are doing wonderful flexibility. You can follow. But not everyone knows how to do this. All the different muscle groups and explanations, it's what I love to do. And I'll tell you what, when I'm done with you, first thing I'm going to do is a long stretch. Rotation. Let's continue it. This is it, you guys. This is it. This is it. Keep going. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, sit down. 1 big extension, tricep. Put the weights down. Shake it out. Bring the arms up. Roll down. Roll up. Bring the arms up. Big breath in. Roll down. Roll up. And now listen up. Listen up as I come close to you. Again, next week, and for the rest of the time, on Thursdays, it's to be at 10 o'clock, not 10:30 next week. So just check out on the website. Any other questions? vocalfit46@gmail.com. Great job. Thank you for joining me. It's been a tough week for me. You've been great. Love to you. Be safe, be well. Bye.